Hey Nomsa.
Hi.
Yeah, we're recording. We're rolling.
Oh, we started.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
How've you
Hi.
been? How's it?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Oh, no, not so bad. I haven't seen you in a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Like it's
Where
been
have you been
busy.
hiding?
I've been here, but school and everything is just a lot.
Yeah.
But we're getting
You're
there.
about to finish, right?
Yeah. This is my third year.
So this is actually a perfect interview for you, like, cause this show, Let's Talk Industry, for young people who are getting into the industry, and I just want to hear your thoughts, like as a female actress and also aspiring filmmaker director.
Okay.
How do you feel as you about to enter into a male space dominated industry, and what's your strategy you're gonna use for you to actually like get to where you see yourself?
Honestly, now that I am basically finishing this whole 3-year degree, I think I'm quite nervous and also scared, especially as a female. Why? Because we all know that this industry is mostly dominated by males. The directors, males. The producers, most of the people who are basically in lead when it comes to the film industry are males. And for me, I think it's going to be a very challenging decision that I'm going to take, especially now I want to mostly major into writing and directing as a female. I want to basically encourage females to be writers and also directors, because it is possible, even though it's a male-dominated industry, and also to encourage most females to be auteurs, because according to my research, we're mostly learning about males. And I'm like, where are the females? Like, where is the ladies out there? There are only a few that we hear to say, oh, okay, this person is basically, a writer, is, a film producer and stuff, yeah.
For me, just knowing you, yeah, like you put, obviously, I know you from a personal view. This is my first year as well.
Yeah.
You're a feminist, yeah. So I think, tell me, what makes you feel like, okay, females are not really getting like enough exposure or enough opportunities in the industries?
I mean, I wouldn't call myself a feminist as such, because there's this whole idea of what a feminist is, what feminists do, and everything. I haven't changed. I'm with the idea of feminism, but I wouldn't call myself a feminist based on how the society views feminism at this age, So speaking on a feminist voice, not as a feminist, but, as an anchor, I would say, what was your question?
Okay, no, I see where you're trying, because you're just trying to run away from the feminism, but which is okay. I want you to speak how you feel, how you see your things, which is fine. My question was, what makes you feel like, okay, females are not really getting like enough exposure or enough opportunities?
Oh yes.
Let's talk about films. You were saying like there's not enough films for females, right?
Yeah.
And there's not enough maybe behind the scenes work for females.
I mean, so sorry. I mean, like, we're looking at statistics, basically. When we talk about, film, we're always talking about the male versions. Who produced this film, who is the writer. And even when you go to the internet and be like, the first auteurs, the first list that comes up is basically males.
I agree with you on that, but I want to ask you, like, is it a male problem, or is it just you guys not wanting to come and own your place in that industry? Because
how do you own a place in an industry where it's male dominated? When I come to you probably with an idea, probably be like, yeah, I feel you, but I feel like you're speaking in a female point of view. Like you guys, like, especially when it comes to males, they think that, some think that, oh, okay, if I'm basically presenting this type of idea, it's not male enough to be produced into the industry. Hence I'm like, okay, how do I pitch to a male dominated industry, whereas I am a female? At least if I had to be like, oh, okay, there are few females who are out there doing the most, I would understand. You'd be like, okay, I have a chance. But for now, it's like mostly females are actors. They are not.
Yeah, but you see, where I'm saying is that we're in 2021, and I believe in 2021 everyone has the right? And we have changed so tremendously in terms of how the industry has evolved in terms of female dominated. Maybe anyone can come in, but I just feel like you guys are just saying it. Oh, males are dominating. We don't want to. This.
I feel like
you don't want to take the accountability.
When no, it's not that. I feel like when it's speaking of change, what change is it exactly? Because males are basically dominant. When you're talking of change, yes, we are always talking about, oh, change is there. Females are now, you know, having lead roles and everything. But what change is there exactly? You guys are still holding us by the palm, you know. So that I'm like, what change are you really talking about? Where I can't see change here because it's only a few females who are basically, you know, on top.
The space is there, the opportunities are there, but are you guys going and owning those opportunities?
I wouldn't love to compare, you know, males and females in terms of creativity, you know, because when you speak of creativity, when you speak of creating work in the industry, you know, everyone has got their own perspective. What might work for you might not. I'll be like, oh, what are you writing? You know, you understand? So I wouldn't want to compare in a way. So I think also as for females, it's like, oh, okay, males have dominated this place, the industry and stuff. So, you know, let's just also be acting, not knowing that we actually have the potential to say, okay, we can actually write, we can actually direct. It can only be like a female industry, you know. So I think it's also, it's a 50-50 thing in a way to say females, we are also reluctant in a way to say we don't want to go out on a comfort zone, because we fear that, okay, there's always this war of men stopping us. But, you know, as you said, with change, I think us as upcoming artists who are just finishing this year, I think there's basically going to be change, you know, change slowly by slowly. Baby steps.
Let's talk about things, other stories we hear, like females doing like sexual exchanges for their jobs, like you know what I mean. Like, okay, the females are being assaulted. It's okay. That's one is a different conversation. But we hear that, okay, certain females have to take a different road,
yes,
for them to get the job.
And it's their choice, right? They're not anyhow forced into it.
So you find it with it is their choice.
For me, it's kind of like a 50-50 thing.
Oh.
On the other hand, I'm saying, okay, you didn't really work hard to be where you are, you know, as a female. You used your body and stuff. But on the other hand, I'm like, yo, things are tough right now, especially when it comes to COVID. And if as a female you feel like, I'm okay to sleep with a director, a male vision, to actually put food on the table, I think for me, it's fine. That's why I'm like, it's a 50-50 thing, you know. On the other side, when it comes to reality, it's like, girl, you did not even work hard to, you know, to get this role. You did not work hard to get this role. But now also, the industry, it's a messed up world, especially the arts industry is a very messed up world. It's dog eats dog. So you have to do what you have to do to survive. That's why I'm like, on the other side, I'm like, I would understand, because imagine now you're getting home, you don't even have anything, because now in the art industry, we work with gigs and everything. You can find out that you don't have a job for a whole 6 months. Now you have to probably go to clubs and work at clubs and stuff, which it's not enough money for you to feed the whole family. You don't know their background. So I'm like, if it puts food on the table, I mean, you know.
I hear you, but what happened with the idea of dignity for you yourself, females, like how you carry yourself and believing in yourself and say like, okay, either way, I'm gonna make it happen, not using your body doing certain things. Because
until when though? Because right now we have to speak of reality, Nash. We have to speak of reality to say, okay, yes, I've got dreams and everything, but right now I don't even have money to feed my own children. You understand?
But doesn't it go against your values as a person? Because if you take that route we're talking about, is it going to end well, or is it just going to end in tears anyway?
For some, it ended well. For some, definitely.
How many people, okay, let's just work with percentage. How many do you feel like it works well for them? Like, just give me a rough percentage, like. your thoughts. This is not based on statistics. Just give me like.
Let me say 60% of people got a role, and you know, sometimes when you watch some of the actors, you know, especially in the soapies, you're like, how did this person got this role? Like, I'm sure the people auditioned way better than her, but just because she went through the back door and decided, you know, to sleep with the directors or anyone who is, you know, a male version, you know, she got the role. So I think for that person is say, okay, I got paid, I'm noticed in the industry. That person probably get another gig without even sleeping with a film director or without even sleeping with someone from the industry. Hence, I'm like, probably 60%.
Okay, that's cool. It's actually a deep conversation because we just crossing lines, and I'm just surprised that you are fine with that. They do what they have to do. So which means you guys have to be fine with the gatekeepers doing what they have to do, or the male dominating doing what they have to do anyway, because it's like that.
That's different though. That's different when it comes to...
Okay, walk me through how different it is.
Since now you guys are already males, are already 10 steps ahead of us. Let me just say 10 steps ahead of us. And you are all just speaking of dignity and, you know, getting to where you're supposed to. Like,
because I respect women. I respect women. I respect their values. I respect what they come with. If I'm going to be working with you, I'm going to work with you because of how brilliant and good you are at your work. I don't need you to sleep with... you know. If
I had to work with you and you're saying those things, well, thank God I am such a lucky female to be working with such a director who respects females. Then we find males who are perverts, who just wants to sleep, no matter how good you are, for you to get that role, because they know that you're a good director. They know that you're a good, you know that you're a good film director and everything. They're just perverts. They're like, okay, if you want me to cast you on this role, you basically have to sleep with me. We have those kind of directors. You understand? So it's like, if I'm given a director who is well known, who produces work, and he just wants my talent, nothing else, that's like a jackpot. You understand?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow, this was brilliant. I'm really sorry. I was really liking this conversation, where it was going, where it was going, but just because of time and where you need to be and where I also need to be as well. Yeah. I really appreciate you coming from on my show.
Thank you, director. You know, I'm actually working with you now.
Okay, we can cut.
Thank you. Oh, done.